Braveheart Biodog Academy, we started very small, training dogs for private people for personal protection purposes. From that, the need grew to do more specialized work where the work had to be done in the security field for patrol dog purposes and tracking dogs. Thereafter, we researched and went into the international market where we've done research on specialized training, substance detection, explosive, narcotics, as well as more advanced tracking work. This started very small and around about 22 years ago, and we've grown up to the point where we are currently training dogs for international forces on various levels of training needed, different government institutions like defense forces, police forces, correctional forces, and also scientific divisions, veterinary divisions of other countries.
Thank you. I'm Air Commodore Christopher Dobadola, the Air Provost Marshal, Nigerian Air Force. Yeah, the importance of security as it relates to introduction of dog in the security business cannot be overemphasized. We all know and are aware that what a dog can do, or rather a dog can do the work of over 20 to more than 20 human beings. And so the dog is a very necessary tool in overcoming security situations. Yeah, and when the Chief of Air Staff mooted the idea of having a canine section or wing in the Nigerian Air Force, it came along with the idea of training personnel for dog handling courses. And another agency, or some of the agencies that are best known for that, is the Nigerian Police. And we sorted their views and found out how we could also establish our own. And that led to how we could train ours. And so Dr. Aisha, the police officer in charge of the Nigerian Police Dog Section, actually recommended the Braveheart Dog Academy. And she convinced us and told us all she knows about Dog Academy, the achievements, and how well organized they are. And we're left with no option but to also try it. And today we're here to witness the graduation of our personnel, both officers and men. Well, at the end of the graduation, the demonstration by the student participants after a 6-week course was really commendable. And the dog handling performance too was equally commendable. And having seen that, and then seen also a clip of what the Braveheart Academy could do and what they are up to, we are convinced, putting the two together, convinced that it's a worthwhile academy that could be sustained for continuous progress and training of personnel. It doesn't have to be the Nigerian Air Force. I think any other institution that is bent on training their personnel on dog handling can also reach out to the Braveheart Dog Academy.
Braveheart Biodog Academy, we render services, training of handlers, training of dogs. We've done research on training handlers to achieve an applied competency following a very scientific program. Braveheart Biodog Academy, we are very proud to also mention that we are the first in the world to be able to train the dogs on the peroxide-based explosives, the so-called mother of Satan, which is not detectable by means of dogs and or x-rays currently due to the instability, the volatility of the substance. These were used in the London bombings, in Paris, Brussels, Boston bombing, and Braveheart now have achieved a method by training dogs on TATP, or the mother of Satan, using the pure odor.
Like I said, my name is Martins Berezi from the Nigerian Air Force. We got here about 6 weeks ago, and we took the first two weeks to bond with our dogs. We did some adaptation training, you know. Then we went into the obedience, the field work, the detection training. Then as well, we got some lectures from the South African Police Narcotics Department. And we got lectures on explosives as well. And it's been quite educative. We learned a lot. We learned the new method of dog handling. Oh, the highlight for me with the dog, you know, I handled the Blackie, the first dog I brought on for the substance detection. And that dog is a champ. The dog is the best substance detection dog I ever seen since I came into the canine world. It was a very nice experience, and the other guys want to have my dog as well.
Braveheart about Dog Academy. I think I've actually known this academy online a couple of years back. I think then I was just looking into dog training and stuff, and I know South Africa is a dog country. So if you go to Google and you start browsing dog academies, Braveheart will definitely pop up somewhere. The training has been, for me, I've always been a dog person though, and coming here I was actually skeptical about what I was going to learn. How much new things am I going to get? But it's been awesome. I discovered that I've learned a lot, and I know I still have a lot to learn. The instructors, friendly, they try as much as possible to let you get the point, even if they have to repeat themselves over and over again. Mr. John Sr., John Jr., wonderful people. The lecture from Mr. Atol, fantastic. The lecture on explosive, wonderful. Financial security, wonderful. My dog, actually, I have a couple of dogs here. Kento, Nero, Max, Macho. Well, I think I'm more inclined to Kento. She's a female Mali, soft, not aggressive, friendly, but not too friendly. She's just confident too. So, Nero. Nero is the guy that when we got here, we were told that only one handler handles him. He's been termed like the aggressive type, but I know that most dogs that are aggressive are not really aggressive, but they just need this mutual respect. He's a male dog, he's an adult, he has his temperament all formed up, so you don't approach him like a toddler or a puppy. You give him his respect and he respects you back. And I think we started on a very unfriendly note, but now at least if he sees me, he wags his tail, he jumps, so we are friends now. So the experience here has been wonderful, great, no regrets. I will come here again, over and over again. Thank you.
All right, I'm John Hendrik Grevenstein, Director of Training here at Braveheart Biodog Academy. And at our academy, we have an integrated approach to training when it comes to dog training and handler training. We have a variety of training that we offer. When it comes to handler training, we do both local training when it comes to CIRA, the Private Security Industry Regulating Authority, training for them and for handlers to be registered by CIRA, one of the only accredited centers to accredit or to certify and get handlers registered by CIRA to work legally in South Africa. And then also the international training that falls under the SACITA, which is also internationally recognized training that is done. So training done on various levels of training. So when it comes to normal patrol work, when it comes to more advanced apprehension work, when it comes to attack work, we also do tracking work. This is all for handlers. And then when it comes to substance detection training for handlers, we cover both narcotics and explosive qualifications for the handlers. When it comes to dog training, we have the service of where we render a training for the dogs for the public as well. When it comes to socialization of young puppies, getting the foundation right for the dogs, the basic obedience and protection work for clients that have dogs at home. We train the dogs, and then also we train the owners or the handlers of the dogs so that they can have dogs that's trained and they themselves are competent handling these dogs. When it comes to training the dogs on the various levels for tracking, we do tracking for a lot of scenarios, a lot of scenes. When it comes to tracking different fields of tracking, and then also the more specialized work that has been done and researched intensively in our own laboratory for the explosive and narcotics. So our dogs are trained on the entire range of the military explosives. Also we cover the commercial explosives. And then I believe we're the first also when it comes to narcotic detection that does not use any pseudosense or for explosives, that we cover the entire range for narcotics as well. That forms part of the major trafficking problem in the worldwide problem with trafficking of drugs. So we have the dogs trained on pure smells that is developed in our own laboratory right here on our academy.
My name is Eleke Onyeka Emmanuel. I'm a flying officer in the Nigerian Air Force. And I'm here in Braveheart Academy as a trainee who just passed out today as a certified dog handler in both narcotics and explosive detection. I will tell you that my stay in Braveheart has been a very wonderful one. The Braveheart Biodog Academy is an academy that is very, very professional in their teachings, in their method of dog handling. Is one of the best in the world, if not in South Africa.
At the end of this demonstration by our personnel, I think I stand to recommend this Braveheart Academy to any organization that requires training of its personnel in dog handling. And as it is, I will also recommend that we sustain this training and also see how we could also train these same guys or this same personnel for supervisory management role so that they in turn could also train our own personnel back home.